Have you discovered that you're categorized as a type A personality and now feel like there's no way to chill out or relax? So we used to be like this too. We used to be perfectionists, really hard on ourselves, competitive, and felt stressed all the time. And we thought that was just our personality, that's the way it was. But we realized there were certain beliefs and behaviors that made us that way. So we learned to transform them, and now we are so much more chill and relaxed. And today we're going to share with you how we did that. So if you've clicked on this video, you probably know what is defined as the typical traits of a type A personality. Things like always rushing and acting with urgency, making lots of to-do lists, feel restless and uncomfortable when you're not being productive, find it difficult to stop working, struggle to say no, perfectionist mentality, don't know when to stop, impatient, highly competitive. And these behaviors and habits cause us to experience a lot of unnecessary stress. So let's get into the tips to calm you down. So our first tip to be more chilled when you're type A personality is to spend time in calming environments. Your environment can directly affect your mind, your feelings, and your behaviors, which means by changing your environment, you can change and manage your stress levels and your sense of urgency and rushing. If you can't remove yourself completely from stress-inducing environments, then at least make time every day to get out into nature or do something that brings you stillness and calm and peace. This can help move you from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic nervous system, so from fight or flight to rest and digest, so that you can calm those stress levels and slow down and relax and not keep you in that really tense, contracted, hyper alert state. Studies have shown that spending time in nature reduces level of stress hormones, lowers blood pressure, reduces anxiety, and improves your mood. So if you have the characteristics of a type A personality, then spending time in nature daily can be the antidote to your stress and help you relax and feel calm. The second tip is to become more present. So one of the most powerful ways to become a more calm, chilled, and accepting person is to increase your level of presence, both to the here and now and spiritually. So one way I would define presence is being an observer of what's happening right now, instead of being consumed by what could be going on mentally or emotionally. If you have the ability to recognize that you're not your mind, you're not your body, you're not your emotions, but something greater, and there's something greater present within you, then when you're faced with a situation, you can almost take yourself away from the situation. Even if it's happening right in front of you, you can detach from the situation, and so you won't be consumed by your feelings and emotions, which means you'll act in a more calm and chilled way. So for example, if you are in a situation at work with your boss and you have a disagreement and they're putting a lot of pressure on you and you feel very, very stressed, your mind may be consumed by thoughts of losing your job and fears and worries financially. Your emotions will be fearful of the future. And most people in this situation won't be completely present and focused on what's happening right now. However, if you approach the same situation with a level of presence, then you can really focus and disidentify from your thoughts and emotions, focus on what's going on right in front of you, and you'll be more calm in the situation. This has a very spiritual element. To be able to trust and be disturbed by very little, spirituality and spiritual presence is key, because when you become more spiritual and spiritually present, you learn to trust that whatever is happening, there is a greater purpose. You learn not to take life situations so seriously, and you are able to focus on the good in situations. Believing in something greater and that every challenge is for your growth allows you to trust, which brings a massive sense of relief into your life and allows you to be more chill and less overwhelmed. I just want to say that if you're someone that really struggles with being present, then try and find those activities that completely get you into a flow state and that you become really involved and immersed in. Once you identify these activities, make time for them regularly and keep on doing them, so you learn and you train yourself to be more present. So we'd love for you to share below what puts you in a flow state. Our third tip is to accept that you are human. You will never be able to chill and relax if you're constantly anxious and worried about what you've done, what you're doing, or what you have to do, and if you're in constant pursuit of being or appearing perfect. Accepting that you are human, you have your limits, and you're not a flawless piece of machinery can really help transform the way you feel and handle difficult situations, challenges, and your mistakes. This is because by letting go of the resistance to not make mistakes and always be perfect takes a huge amount of pressure off yourself and allows you to be in less fear of any shortcomings and limits, which therefore allows you to be more relaxed and chill out. At the end of the day, no one on this planet is perfect, and the sooner we realize and accept that we are human and we're going to make mistakes every now and then, the sooner we can chill out, take the pressure off, and live without the weight of anxiety that comes with that perfectionism. So our fourth tip is to focus on the journey, not the outcome. If you have the typical characteristics of someone with a type A personality, then it's likely that you're highly successful, competitive, and you're always aiming to achieve that next goal or outcome. Every time you reach that next goal, destination, or finish line, it's likely that you're creating a brand new one for you to pursue. And if you don't, it's likely you feel restless and uncomfortable by the fact that you're not looking to or achieving something great. If you are stuck in this trap and you're constantly striving to achieve the next thing and the next thing, and you never take a minute to enjoy the journey you're on, you are missing out on your life and the full experience of your journey. Realize that life is about the experience. There is no destination or finish line that you need to get to imminently for you to be a proper and adequate human. That's a belief that keeps us stuck and keeps us on the hamster wheel of constantly achieving things but never really fully experiencing that fulfillment and wholeness. So stop focusing solely on the outcome and find the happiness and joy where you are in this moment on the journey you're on. The fifth tip is to figure out where your traits and behaviors are coming from by doing shadow work. So if you're someone who is often stressed and needs to have things planned and generally has the personality traits of what is defined as a type A personality, if you want to be a more chill and calm person and have sustainable change and transformation, you need to figure out where these behaviors and traits are coming from and where they originated from. I do not believe at all that this is your personality type and you are doomed to be like this forever. And the reason I don't believe it is because we had these traits and we trained and transformed ourselves out of these behaviors that led us to be so stressed. And we did this by examining why we had these traits and behaviors in the first place. Identifying things like, in our childhood we had very little control, so we developed these type A personality behaviors like to-do lists and strict organization to help us feel more in control as adults. We developed the trait of being very perfectionistic because in our childhood we didn't feel worthy enough, so we thought we had to be perfect to be accepted. We had workaholic behaviors, which is common for those that are defined as type A personalities, and again this arose from unhealed trauma from our childhood, leading us to try and prove our worth through our work. You see, everything has a root cause, a belief that was previously created, and our type A personality behaviors had led us back to our beliefs and traumas. So this is why it's so important for you to do the inner healing, the shadow work, so that you can make those unconscious beliefs conscious and you can redefine them and reinterpret them so that they can support you to free yourself from these patterns and behaviors. You need to ask yourself and explore why you have these traits, and you probably will feel a level of discomfort, and it's important for you to lean into that discomfort because it has something to teach you that you need to let go of or redefine. This shadow work is what we did and what we guide all our clients through because it allows you to let go of the old conditioning that holds you back, and it stops you from repeating the same patterns in your life and the negative effects of that. We do have a video called What is Your Shadow and Shadow Work. If you want to check that out, we'll link it down below. And we also have a masterclass called Burnout to Balance, which takes you through a more step-by-step process of how you can do the shadow work. So we'll also link that down below. That's it for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe and comment, and until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.